Hey guys, Tristan here, and for this video we have Alpha's level 18 upgrade. For this video we are going to be swapping out the Traxxas TQ transmitter and receiver combo I have installed on this RC and swapping it out with the Flysky GT2 transmitter as well as the GR3F receiver. Both of these were donated to me by Customs RC. Thanks a ton, man. Now both of these are pre-bound to each other, so we don't have to worry about binding them. And it is a quick swap out, so it should take no time at all. Now, because I modified this RC, I have a waterproof receiver box on there, so I need to remove the 4 screws to open it up. But if you have the standard, you're going to have this little flip that sits right where it goes that's going to actually have the receiver exposed, and it's going to be held on with 2 screws. With my receiver box open, I can pull the antenna tube on out, grab the antenna, slide the wire through the top of the receiver box, and then I can start unplugging all the items out of the receiver, such as the battery, throttle, and steering servos. Once all that's out, I can just pull the old receiver out, just like that. Then I'm going to take the Velcro off, put it on the new receiver, and put it in its place. With the new receiver in place, I'm going to take the antenna, slide it through the top of the receiver box. Again, if you do not have the receiver box like I do, then it should just be clamped and zip tied to place, and you can just swap it out and do everything that way. But since I have the receiver box, I have to do it this way. But once we get the antenna through the top, then we're going to take all of our wires, going to take our power, put it in the very top terminal. Then we're going to take our throttle, which goes in the second terminal, which is channel 2. And then finally our steering servo, which goes into channel 1. After these are all in place, we're going to take our receiver box, put it on over, and screw down the 2 screws that hold it in place without pinching any wires. Now I'm going to take all the slack out of the wires from the battery into the 2 servos. I'm going to put the wire tie down and screw down the 2 screws that hold it in place. Now all that's left to do is take the antenna, feed it into the antenna tube, and set it down inside the chassis. And we should be done with this upgrade. And there we have it, guys. Alpha is now synced up to the new Flysky transmitter. So, a really nice thing about this transmitter is underneath this little cap here, you have all these controls to reverse servos. So, if I ever need to, I can. It'll reverse the transmitter. So, I mean, for the most part, really don't need to do that, at least for him. But yeah, it's very, very nice to have these kind of controls. And then we can also adjust stuff like the steering trim, like usual. The throttle trim, which is very nice to fine tune, especially for nitros. And then we also have the steering ratio and throttle ratio. I think the steering drive ratio. So I might be bad, but I think with this knob I can adjust. I know I can adjust the steering ratio with it, so if I put it at 0, I can't turn, but if I put it at max, and yeah, I can turn and adjust between for sensitivity and such. I'm not sure, I need to look more into this transmitter. Maybe I can adjust the same for the servo, for the throttle. Not sure yet, need to look into it a little bit more. But yeah, so this is a very, very nice little transmitter for especially having nitros, because that'll work beautifully. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all next time.